Hey, did you know that your man crush Monday pees sitting down because he's too afraid to admit to you that every time he pees sitting upwards, he pees 2 streams and it gets all over the toilet seat?
Man, it happens to the best of us.
It's the Leftover Fruit Podcast.
I'm Trevor.
I'm Bruce. And let's start it off with Cards Against Humanity.
Yes.
Now, this Black Friday, they decided to do something a little bit more stupid than they did last year. I think last year they did an event where they sold like a pile of shit.
Yeah. I was about to say it wasn't last year the shit. Don't act like you don't know because you bought the shit.
I was about to say I bought it too. I spent $5 on a fancy looking box that says bullshit on it, and what do you know? It was a pile of shit.
It actually had bullshit in it.
It actually had a pile of shit. But this year, they decided to spruce it up a bit, and they decided to dig a hole with a utility vehicle. Every time they get $5, $10, $15, that adds 5, 10, 15 seconds to the timer on them digging a hole.
What?
Why did they do it?
Yeah.
Because they can.
Because fuck it.
Yeah, that's what their FAQ says, because it's a hole. They can dig the hole. Is there any consequences for digging a hole? No. That's what they say.
So all of people's
their donation,
holiday money.
Not only that, but they stream the whole thing too.
They're gonna stream just a digger going at it for
like there are multiple cameras of like a digger inside a utility vehicle digging a hole, and there's like a bird's eye view of how big the hole is. This went on for about half a week.
And what are they going to do with the hole? Are they going to make it into a pool, or are they just going to leave it?
Once they're done, they bury the hole. That's the only reason why they did that. And you know what?
Good for them.
They made a lot of money from that.
How much? Do you know how much?
I didn't look it up.
Oh.
I'm assuming it's past $30,000.
Yeah. Because if there's one thing the public loves, it's stupid events that serve no purpose, but are done for the lols.
But Godspeed, Cards Against Humanity. This is why I love you guys.
I mean, yeah, I'm not knocking them. I mean,
I know you're not.
They got money to stream themselves digging a giant hole.
And you know what? Lots of people looked at it.
So it already happened? I thought.
Yeah, it happened on Black Friday.
Oh, I thought it was a holiday.
Yeah,
thing.
it lasted a half a week.
Half a week. They got enough donations in the seconds to last 4 days.
Yeah,
3.5, 4 days.
A lot of people.
That's a
donated.
lot of money.
Yeah, it is a lot of money.
Well, all you have to do is take what's 4 days in seconds.
I don't want to think about that.
It's 24 hours, 60 seconds in an hour. In a minute. What am I talking about? I almost said 60 seconds in an hour. Damn! The days go flying by.
Our streams are actually just 62 seconds. Like, not our streams, our podcasts are 62 seconds. Because every 60 minutes, an hour passes. Wake up, America. Wake up anybody who's listening to this.
Well, if they're listening to us, they're probably not asleep.
Well, if you're in Australia, good afternoon. If you're in Japan, good afternoon. How's the future? Very bright, I bet.
They will be the first ones to wake up, or not wake up, but to pass into 2017, to leave the shit show that 2016 has been behind them.
Yeah, man.
Those lucky few.
Those fucking New Zealanders, Australians, and Japanese bastards.
You sons of bitches.
They get to leave 2016 behind while we still suffer for another day.
Those asshats.
Those pizza shits.
Oh.
Okay, speaking of Japan, we're going to talk about Pokemon Sun and Moon. And I got to tell you, this is amazing, considering the fact that Pokemon Sun and Moon was awarded the fastest-selling Nintendo game in North America.
It's Pokemon, of course.
Yeah, but every other Pokemon game has been out, but they did not pass that record. It's been so long since this happened.
Well, maybe this one's just that much better.
Because it is.
It is.
Pokemon Sun and Moon is really good.
It's fun. Even though I haven't played it in the last week.
Yeah, but it's still good. It's still good.
Oh yeah, no, it's very fun. It got a guy like me who hadn't played Pokemon since Gold and Silver on the Game Boy Color to come back. So it had to be doing something right.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there's also a Twitter video too of a model of Lily, the girl in Pokemon Sun and Moon,
the one in the dress,
yeah,
the white dress,
and they started dancing to everybody in the club getting tipsy.
What?
Yeah, I'll show it to you later. It's super funny. I showed it to Zach and he started laughing. It was so good. It just to let you know, that made me like Lily even more.
More than
the best character in the Pokemon game.
I don't know. I like the ghost girl.
The girl, yeah, she was okay.
The Gerst. The Gerst.
The Goral.
The Gore. Yeah. The Gore.
The Goral, as they say. Okay.
Goro.
But do you have anything to say?
I mean, I don't really have anything to say about Pokemon, other than it's been fun. I kind of dropped it though for Final Fantasy.
That's right.
But
that came out not too long ago.
Before I talk about Final Fantasy, I need to talk about something that's a little scary.
Okay, what's scary?
What's scary are these new fucking abuses people are finding for the YouTube copyright claim system.
Don't tell me. Is it more Toby Turner news?
It is more Toby Turner news. This time, it's not so much about him. It happened to him, but I'm not going to be talking I'm not going to be giving him any augs right now, even though it is kind of
Cue the Tobuscus theme song. I don't know what
he doesn't have a theme song.
I know, I'm just kidding.
He does the intro of darkness, then redness, then whiteness. That's what he does. Yeah, with his vlogs, he sticks his thumb on the camera, and he at first it's black, then he moves his thumb a little so some sun's coming through it. It makes it look red. And then when he takes it off, the sun's blinding for a second. I don't know. It's his thing. Everyone has their thing. But but okay, what happened to him was that he got an email from YouTube copyright systems, like the lawyers. And the email said that we've received a false DMC claim from you.
And that was a tissue box.
That was what...
I'm sorry. That's what the girl said out loud. It probably caught wind in the mic, but she said, that was a tissue box.
That was... It's a box of balloons.
It's a box of tissues.
It's a box of tissues. So yeah, he gets an email from YouTube's lawyers saying that we have reason to believe that your DMC claim notice is fraudulent. And he made a video. He made a joking video about it. He was saying jokes. It was very structured, and it cut to him being like, "Oh, I didn't make any claim, but whatever. Keep reading." And then, but it basically said, he was making light of a very serious situation where it basically said that there was a false there was a DMC claim filed, signed by Toby Turner, even though he never did, or he claims that he never did, and that they have reason to believe that the DMC claim was fraudulent. The reason why is because the address that the person gave was Dung Street, Shit Road, Dick City, Tits Park, USA.
What?
Dung Street, Shit Road, Dick City, Tits Park, USA.
Wow.
That's the address provided for the claimant for the DMC takedown, signed by Toby Turner. And the email said that if you don't respond to us within, I think it was 7 business days or something, your account may be terminated. So he replied to them saying, hey, I never issued a DMC. I'm not sure if this is a joke or something, but I never issued a DMC claim or a DMC takedown notice on anybody. And they got back to him with an email saying, all right, so the DMC claim is not being processed, but we're letting you know that you basically, that's a 1 strike and a 2 strike system. You do it again, and your account will be terminated without notice.
That's pretty fucked up.
Yeah, and he was like,
that he did nothing to do with it.
Yeah, exactly. He was like, what does this have? So he said, so someone else can file a DMC claim in my name, and you will send me an email and punish me for the false
accusation,
DMC claim.
Yeah,
it's scary to think about it. That anyone, I mean, it's already scary that anyone can file copyright claims on anyone's videos, and after 3 claims, your account
done.
shut down.
You're done.
And I've seen the big YouTuber stuff. Everyone knows about this. Like, it's not. This is old news. But you know, the bigger YouTubers have ways of combating this. Apparently, they have tools where they can just rebuke a copyright claim, and YouTube will remove it from their channel, like the strike. But the smaller YouTubers,
like us,
don't have this this avenue open to them. So pretty much
we're left in the dark.
Any small channel, that doesn't have a lot of views or whatever, or is just starting out, is literally at the whim of anyone. Anyone out there, anyone who wants to be a douchebag can literally just shut down anyone because they don't like them or they think it'll be funny.
That's just bullshit.
That was that was already scary, but now the fact that not only can they do that by making false claims on your video, but they can do it by making false claims on other people's videos under your name. It's ludicrous. It's I'm preaching to the choir at this point. I'm not saying anything new, but the fucking copyright system that YouTube has
is not really working.
It's complete bullshit, because it's the burden of proof should be on the corporation filing the claim. You need to prove that the stuff used is actually owned by you. The burden of proof should not be on the content creator to prove that they didn't use copyrighted material. It's, I don't even see why they made it that way in the first place. It doesn't make sense.
As you can see, they have a long way to go to perfecting this copyright law.
It's never going to be perfected.
It's not. I mean, they still need a lot of room to improve.
Yeah, I mean, the corporations probably don't want it to change because it fits right into them right now. They can do whatever they want. I had a video I played. I played GTA San Andreas on stream back when the PS4 just got its update, allowing it to stream through YouTube. And I was like, oh, cool, I'm going to stream through YouTube. I'm going to be on YouTube Gaming. This is a potential different audience for my streaming, because even now I don't get jack shit views when it comes to streaming, even though I still do it sometimes. But I was thinking, and it records my stuff and it just posts it to my channel. Cool, I'm going to sign in with that, and I'm with my account, and I'm going to stream. And then I had the realization that after streaming Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, when it first came out, the PS2 to PS4 port, it had a busted options menu where you couldn't actually set the music to being off when you got into a car. Because normally you get into the car and it's set to, whatever station that's stereotypical for that type of car.
Yeah.
Like
if you go to a pickup truck, it'll play a country song, or if you go to a
lowrider, it plays Hispanic music.
It'll play Hispanic. It'll play like Radio Los Santos, something like classic hip hop.
Yeah,
whatever.
Exactly. The problem is Grand Theft Auto has always had a great soundtrack, but the problem is that all of this music is copyright. Is copyright protected. They bought the rights to use the music in their game, but those rights don't extend to people streaming the game. We haven't purchased any rights to be able to host it on our content. So I had a video where every time I got in a car, and it was like a 2-hour video because it was of a stream, copyright music would be playing, and I was trying to talk over it so that it wouldn't get recognized. Yeah, I
Uh-huh.
hear that too. That baby is screaming. Someone rubbed some laudanum on his gums. Get back to them good old Western days where you gave your baby opium and shit.
Or Mountain Dew.
Or Mountain Dew. But as everyone knows,
Mountain
with streaming, it's really fucking hard to fill every second of airtime with commentary.
Uh-huh.
Because especially when you're by yourself, if you're by yourself, trying to be funny or at least maintain conversation for 2 hours straight is exhausting and hard.
It is mentally exhausting.
Yeah. So I had several dead periods of silence filled with copyrighted music, which upon being uploaded to YouTube,
You still got that copyright claim.
I didn't get like a full copyright claim.
It's just like a warning.
I didn't get the strike, but I got the automated like music companies that just monetize the video.
Song ID tag.
Yeah, monetize the video in their name.
Uh-huh.
So what I did was YouTube has a
Didn't they have the option to just mute anything?
yeah, they had a tool where you can go into your video and just cut out bits of audio. And so I went to and it tells you which the timestamps for where the copyrighted where the copyright claim's coming from. So I just went through the video and I muted every single bit, every single claim's like time spot, and I'm like, I'm not gonna let you. I don't monetize it. I'm not letting you monetize it.
You're not getting a cent out of me, boy.
Well, they weren't gonna get a cent out of me anyways, but they were gonna make a cent on my behalf.
Ooh, you ain't gonna get a cent out of me, boy. Boy, you ain't gonna. Ooh, not a cent out of me.
What's with the weird?
I don't know.
Why is Chewbacca? Chewbacca's a copyright lawyer.
Oh shit! Are we gonna get copyright strike because we?
Oh,
do it?
Oh, dude, that audio is copyright.
Damn
That's
it!
a trademarked scream.
Shit!
I can't even do Chewbacca. Like people.
I'm not even doing it. I'm just like rolling my R's.
I can't roll R's. It's
What the fuck was that?
That was me rolling an R.
Were you impersonating someone? Were you impersonating like Arnold Schwarzenegger? Arnold Schwarzenegger rolling his R's?
I don't understand how people roll R's. I can't do that. I can't. I can do it like that, but not when I'm trying to make an R noise.
So you can't roll an R?
No, I'm really white. I can't.
You're just like my one friend.
R.
That she's half Japanese and half white, and I told her, "Hey, can you roll your R's?" And she said no. So I'm like, I want to hear you roll your R's. Try to roll it. And then all she did was.
How do you do it? How do you do it? There's got to be a mouth technique, like a positioning of the tongue.
I think you literally just put like the tip of your tongue at the root of your mouth, like here.
Yeah.
Like right there, and you start breathing like.
That's what I do.
There's a better explanation online. I can't do it for you right now because
I want a tutorial. Damn it! Teach me your half Hispanic ways.
That's what the internet is for. You need to figure that out on your own.
Speaking of learning shit through the internet, I managed to complete a Rubiks Cube for the first time in my entire life.
I don't believe that.
I know it's true.
Pics or didn't happen.
I didn't take pics.
Well,
I tweeted about it.
It doesn't matter. No
Dude.
pics, no proof.
I could do. I have the page brought up with the sequences used, like when you find yourself in certain situations, like the movements.
My god!
That's
really?
That's how you actually complete it. Because if you complete it any other way, it's pure luck. There's millions upon millions of different combinations. If you don't know this proper secret, like it's not like do this, then this, then this, then this, then this, and it's solved. It's like if you see this, do these movements 1, 2, 3 times until it's in the right position. Like it just tells you the movements.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, me. Fuck you. Fuck you. Don't shake my head. I've completed a Rubik's Cube. You've never completed one. Get on my level, bitch.
I don't want to complete a Rubik's
Get on my level,
Cube.
Bitch. It's a euphoric experience. Everyone should.
I'm not
going to
wake up in the morning and be like, you know what I want to do today? I just want to complete a Rubik's Cube.
It won't take you all day. It won't take you all day. If you're looking at the movements, it'll take you like 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
That's giving trial and error because you'll still mess up.
I would rather peel the stickers off and put them in the right place and be like,
well,
I finished.
Like, a lot of Rubik's Cubes now are made just fully just colored plastic, so you can't do that.
Well,
you take a Sharpie to it. Take a colored marker.
Yeah, I'll just get like a marker and just like start coloring it around. Be like, hey, I finished.
Well,
can I get my supper now?
I'm a Rubik's Cube elite, and you're still a pleb, so.
Not like I care, to be honest. I really don't care.
There are two types of people in this world. Those that have solved Rubik's Cubes and those who haven't.
I am one among billions of people that have not solved the Rubik's Cube, so I didn't realize there's like a secret like club
that's
for
how
ones that complete a Rubik's Cube.
Little does anybody know, but it's a requirement not only to become a world leader, but also to become part of the Illuminati that you had to have completed a Rubik's Cube in your life at some point. So I'm on the road to secret governance of the world. So don't hate me because you ain't me.
Well, that makes sense, even though you're wearing a sweater that says Sheriff Secret Police.
I am wearing a shirt for all you Welcome to Night Vale fans.
For all you Welcome to Night Vale
Oh, shut
nerds.
the fuck up. You've listened to it too. Fuck you.
Welcome to Night Vale, nerds.
It's a great podcast. The writing's really smart and funny, and it's got a nice macabre, like, weird bend to it. I love it.
I especially love John, the farmer.
Why are you making a jack-off motion on your chest?
Pat yourself on the back, guys. Pat yourself on the back.
Shoulders.
Like your comments. Like your comment. Like, favorite, subscribe.
To yourself.
Yeah.
For that.
Good job. Good job. Pat yourself on the back till it's very uncomfortable.
It looks uncomfortable from the moment you started doing that.
Yeah, it gets kind of awkward after a while. So yeah, what games have we been playing recently? Oh yeah, Final Fat Nasty XV.
Final Fat Nasty XV.
Okay, before you start, I want to say, whenever they make a Final Fantasy Tactics game, I want Tic Tacs to get on it. I want you guys to team up with Square Enix and make Final Fantasy Tic Tacs. Do it.
Like the Mint
The
Tic
Mint,
Tacs?
the Mint Tic Tacs.
What?
Final Fantasy Tic Tacs. I would buy it.
I thought you were talking about a game with Tic Tacs in it.
When Final Fantasy, if they make another Final Fantasy Tactics game, I want the company that makes Tic Tacs to contact Square Enix to say, we would like to do a collaboration with you. We want to make Final Fantasy Tic Tacs.
Why?
Tactics? Tic Tacs? Come on, man. Hello?
That doesn't even deserve one.
Come on, man.
That doesn't even deserve
Ryan
laugh.
is very disappointed in you because he was the one that created that. He was the one that thought of Final Fat Nasty Tic Tacs. He was the one. Now look at him. There's even a photo that says Final Fantasy Tic Tacs.
What is that guy doing? He looks like a zombie. You see this dude just standing here? Staring. Is he on the phone? I can't see. I have my glasses off.
He's on the phone.
Oh, I thought he was just standing there staring at us.
I don't care if he is.
We
have a fan.
But our first one, yay.
Oh my god! First one.
But I think it'd be more likely that they'd put Tic Tacs in the next Final Fantasy because they've already put Cup of Noodles in it.
That's right, they did, and that was really weird.
Yeah, like this completely like different world that has cup noodles from the good old Nissan, just plastered all over the place. Like all the billboards. There's even a truck in one of the cities filled with cup of noodles.
Yeah, I remember.
Cup noodles.
I remembered seeing that. And
How do you pronounce it cup noodles or cup-o noodles? I've always called it cup-o noodles, even though the actual term is cup noodles.
I just say cup of noodles.
Yeah, so do I. I've always referred to it as cup-o noodles.
Or just
that's
cuppa.
a little too Western.
Yeah, not really. I mean, you're still describing cup noodles, so
Yeah,
doesn't make much of a difference, to be honest.
but
yeah, you see a lot of like product placement, mainly with
just
Nissan,
for cup of noodles.
just for cup of noodles, and I'm like, how much money did they spend just to put their name on there?
Probably a lot to be in the new Final Fantasy. And no, I haven't seen any other real world companies.
10 years in the making. Nissan finally got its chance to put cup of noodles in there.
They had to render all the cup noodles.
That's
stuff
why. Jesus.
perfectly. Like they left in all those beautiful glitches of of people standing on people's heads and diners phasing into each other half robot dudes flying around you in circles. But as long as they got those cup noodles right, you know, they were golden.
Yeah, that's why it was taking so long to load, because they're loading the textures of cup noodles.
Yep.
Jeez.
They have
guys,
to get that nice
you're the reason
action.
why it took 10 years for this game to come out.
They even made the cup noodles one of your group's favorite foods.
Oh,
it's
God.
it's gladioluses.
Oh, gladius? Jeez.
It's gladiolus, dude. It's Lous at the end.
Oh, gladiolus.
Yeah, it's his favorite. One of his favorite dishes. He has like 3.
Speaking of cup of noodles, do you actually know, like, if you, like, cup of noodles stays in your stomach for, like, a good week or two?
Yeah,
Because
I
it's,
heard
like,
about
made
that.
of, like, some rubbery texture.
Yeah.
Like, my mom told me about that after I had cup of noodles, and she said, you do know that stays in your body for a week, right? And
I heard that's like all instant noodles, though. Like
yeah,
most
like
instant
anything
noodles.
involving instant noodles, like, that's not good for you, but it's cheap. But at the same time, it's not good for you because it takes so long to digest.
Not only that, but I also read another article that linked to a study that there's a chemical in cup noodles and other instant noodles that is poisonous.
You hear that, guys?
So you're killing yourselves with the noodles.
Put your cup noodles down.
Stop eating it right now.
Go make fresh noodles.
Exactly. Roll it with your hands. Get the flour out.
Well, no,
roll it
like
with your hands.
go to like an Asian market and go get like some noodles in a package. Not
like the refrigerated kind.
Yeah, because like that's what my mom did one time.
Did you watch the video I posted to the chat of the soba master making? That was pretty sick.
That was
pretty sick. I like that. It was filled with pretentious fucks watching a old Japanese dude make soba, but
it's so cool.
It was cool. Yeah.
Props to that old man.
He was awesome, and it looked good. I wish I was in that front row to eat it because I love me some soba.
Mm-hmm. I love me some soba so bad.
You put that buckwheat makes me go buck wild. You know what I'm saying?
Right?
but
it gets me real.
Oh no! What's happening? Hold on, we're having audio difficulties. What's going on? Why is it all the way down there? What's happening?
Oh God!
What the fuck?
Oh, we're good.
Oh, we're good?
We're good.
Oh, it's on a different channel.
That's a lot of channels.
That's a lot. Why did all those open up? Can you delete some of those? I'm sorry, folks, but we're having some audio issues. Our thing minimized, and then when we tried to maximize it, we accidentally hit the X button. Thank God there was a prompt asking us if we wanted to quit. And hopefully this audio comes out.
Yeah, we're fine.
We're fine?
We're fine.
We're fine.
I'll just deal with it later. So please
continue. Okay, so like we were saying, getting off the cup of noodles tangent and back to Final Fantasy Fat Nasty 15.
Mm-hmm.
I think we were going to talk about our experiences with the game. Do you want to go first?
I didn't.
Because I have a little bit of a rant.
I didn't really go too far into Final Fantasy 15.
Mm-hmm.
I think I got to chapter 3 right now.
Yeah.
The first 2 chapters aren't that long to begin with, right?
Yeah, that's also... I'm in chapter 7 right now. Chapter 3 is where I've spent the majority of my time playing.
Okay.
Like, I did most of my open world, like doing side missions and stuff during that time.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, 4, 5, and 6 go by, like, real fucking quick.
Yeesh. All right.
They're pretty much, like, just story chapters.
Oh, okay. Well, depends how many chapters there are in this game.
I feel like there's a lot more. Like, I need to get the blessings of every freaking god and still get all the like my ancestors' weapons and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
it's like it only ends at chapter 10. You're like, well, we waited 10 years for this.
10 years for 10 chapters.
Yep. Hope you enjoy it.
So what were your impressions? I know you didn't get any crazy glitches like the ones I showed you.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't gotten much, but this is coming from me since I haven't actually legitimately played a Final Fantasy game in my life until now. Mm-hmm. From a newcomer's stance, it's not too bad. It just has it has a Kingdom Hearts type of feel to it since it's not like a traditional tactical or like a traditional JRPG.
Yeah.
Like the old Final Fantasy games, but it has changed over the time. It used to be like it changed like in 13. It was like what?
I'm just thinking. Did it record any of our audio?
Yeah,
like,
it did.
No, but did it record our audio over the beginning when we hit that record at the beginning?
I don't know.
That's going to be a little weird.
Whatever. We're going to figure it out later.
I also am not the biggest Final Fantasy person. I mean, I have played 1, 2, 3, 7 and its derivatives, 12, 13, 14, and now this one, 15.
Mm-hmm.
But I never considered myself like a Final Fantasy person. As you can tell, like I kind of angered one of our friends who thought that I was attacking Final Fantasy.
Oh, I remember. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so like, which I was not doing, but I wasn't. Final Fantasy never really was big for me, and coming from that standpoint, I think 15 is really fun. Like I like it, glitches and all, and I'm having a blast playing it. I haven't been able to sit down and play a single game for that long in a long time. And like I spent all yesterday playing. Like literally I only left for about an hour and a half to get dinner and came back and continued to play. So I spent a whole day yesterday.
Wow.
Playing Final Fantasy.
Yeah, my experience was I bought the game, popped the disc in, let it install, and wait, I have to install an update that was 7 gigs, and my internet is really slow. So I just said, well, I guess I'm not playing it today. I just put it in rest mode to let it update and went the fuck to sleep. And then the next day, I went to work, came back, and it told me that the update was completed 30 minutes before I got home. It took almost 20 hours just to fucking
download
just
7 gigs.
It sucks.
Your internet astounds me. I don't know
crap.
I don't know how you live with that internet.
I don't know. I guess I'm just used to it.
I didn't think anyone can function, at least in our society, on that slow of internet.
No, believe me, I wouldn't either. So that's why if everyone asks me, hey, you want to play online? I just say, no.
I've been wanting to play online with you for a while. I've been wanting to stream with you.
But there's a problem with that.
Yeah, your internet.
My internet is really bad.
You need to get better internet so that we can actually fucking stream together.
I don't know when that's gonna happen. I mean, when I move out, that'll be a different case. But as of right now, sorry, single player for me only. Unless we play Wedding Cake.
Dude, that was so fun.
That was a fun game. Who would have thought we broke that game 2 times just for playing it a lot?
Yeah. Here's a little tip for those of you who know what Wedding Cake is and have played it. If you and an opponent kill each other at the same time, it freezes your PS4. Not just the game, but your PS4. And you have to hard reset your PS4. So
it can't handle it.
So don't kill each other at the same time, okay?
I just like that reaction when that first happened. You and Zach just looked at each other. We're like,
oh.
You're all quiet for like a good half second. I'm like, wow. The game just froze.
It was beautiful, dude. It was so good.
Like Jazzpunk itself, like that game was just weird. I was like super hyped for it when I heard about it.
Yeah.
But like when I finally had the chance to play it, I was just confused the whole time. Like, what the who is this? What is this guy on when he made this game? What kind of drugs were he on? But it's okay because they made that extra, which is Wedding Cake.
Which was so good.
He redeemed himself. He made me get Jazzpunk just so I can play Wedding Cake.
I love the fact that the whole premise is the people that you kill, you're married to.
Yeah.
Like, it's you're beating people into marriage.
So if you die, it's like, till death do us part. I like that. That's real cool.
That was fun. That was a cool. It's a cool little mini game. It's like it's reminiscent of old like Time Splitters 2
and
shooters
mixed with
and stuff.
GoldenEye.
Yeah,
it was perfect.
It's beautiful.
And apparently they didn't like mess with it and tinker with it enough because if 2 people kill each other at the same time, it freezes the whole damn system. But whatever, that just makes me laugh.
That's a small price to pay to be able to finger people and throw jars of spiders on people.
And then shoot like fucking gravy launchers at people.
Yeah, a little gravy trough.
Yeah.
Remote controlled guided gravy troughs.
And sniper rifles that when you actually use the scope, it looks like binoculars and you can't aim at the middle. You can only aim at the left and right.
Because if you look at it, it's a gun pushed inside of one of those sightseeing binoculars that you see at like rest stops.
Oh my god, that's so bad.
And so when you aim down the sights, you've got your crosshairs are both on the right and left, and if you just have to line up either the right or left, doesn't matter, to be able to shoot people. It's not straight down the middle like a sniper rifle. It's
so unique but dumb at the same time.
It's beautiful.
I love it.
Dude, I've got so many kills with that gun on the resort level. I'd just get it and I'd run to the corner of the map and I'd just shoot everyone off of the resort.
Yeah, that map is banned.
I won 2 out of 3 on that map by just doing that.
That map is banned. It's not balanced enough. It's banned.
Well, you know what else isn't balanced?
What?
Final Fat Nasty's fucking experience system.
Oh.
This is how. Okay, I'm gonna rant start right here.
All right.
So, as you know, as you've played it a little bit, Final Fat Nasty has a mechanic where you accumulate all the experience that you get from like fighting and quests like that, but you do not level up right away. It just comes into a pool, and when you rest, whether it be camping or staying at an inn, that's when it's tallied up and you level up, which I have no problem with. I actually kind of like it that way. It's because it's just like Oblivion. If you played Oblivion, it's where you leveled up your skills, and after a certain amount, it would be a level up, but you wouldn't get to level up until
you rest.
So I was fine with it. My problem comes when that experience system is coupled with their inn system. Because along with that way of experience where you have to, in order to get your experience, you have to sleep, comes the different ways of sleeping. There's going out into the wilderness and camping, which just gives you the experience and allows you to cook something to give you a temporary
boost in battle.
Temporary buff. Basically, it'll boost like depending on what you make, it'll buff different aspects like your magic attack.
Certain things like raises your HP.
Yeah.
Other things like buffs your attack by 10 or something.
Which is cool and stuff, which is fine. But then comes when you rest at an inn. And when you rest at an inn, you don't get to make the food.
You get 1.5 times more.
Not only one, it depends on the quality of the inn. If you stay in those trailers, you get 1.2 times. If you stay at like just a normal town inn, you get 1.5 times. And then if you stay at a really fancy inn, you get 2 times experience.
But guess how much gil do you have to pay for?
Yeah, 10K. That comes into my rant. But the thing is, my problem with this system is that you've got it makes it feel like doing anything other than the 2 times is a waste. Why would I want to sleep outside and get the temporary bonus when I can get a bonus to the experience itself, which leads to level ups, which are permanent stat boosts instead of just like 30 minutes of being able to have stat boosts? It makes so right off the bat, there's no reason to ever camp. None whatsoever. Unless you just really don't want to be out at night, because night is bullshit in this game, and I'll talk about that too.
I remember the first time I encountered one of those demons.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And so already off the hand, there's no reason to ever camp unless you just want like to role play or just like the look of your guys camping. There's no reason to ever, if you're playing it like a game and rather than experience, no reason to ever camp. And then comes the inns. If you've discovered the 2 times inn, there's no reason to ever use any of the other inns. I mean, unless you've got just a small amount of experience and you want to switch from night to day, then yeah, go rest at a lower quality inn. But if you've got a large pool of experience, there's no reason to stay at anything other than the 2 times, because anything other than the 2 times feels like a waste. It's like, why I didn't maximize my potential. Yeah, it's expensive as fuck. It's $10K to sleep at this fucking inn, but it doubles my experience. At low amounts, that's not a lot, but like I said, when I was level 24, I did a bunch of side missions and I just massed up over 40K experience. And then I went to the times 2. That's over 80,000 experience. I leveled 11 times off one rest.
Jesus Christ.
I leveled 11 times because of that. There's no reason to stay at any other inn or camp, which kind of sucks because with what they should have done is offered no bonus at all. There should not have been any bonus to experience. It should have been sleep at an inn. And it shouldn't cost as much, but like it costs a little bit of gil, but it fast forwards to morning, or camp and you can get the bonus of eating, because then it would make me want to camp, want to just be out and explore and not come back to town, because I could find a camping spot and I'll get a bonus and I'll level up Ignis's cooking and stuff like that. But as it sits now, I never want to camp. I've camped twice in my entire playthrough so far. Once when it was introducing me to camping, and then the second time when I had to camp as part of a mission. And it's the only times I've ever camped. Other than that, when I amass a large amount of experience, I sell a bunch of shit until I have 10K, and then I go stay at the beach inn, so I can double it. And which is also a problem. The expense is a problem, because gil has been kind of a bitch to get in this game. The quests, only hunts and certain quests give you money.
Yeah.
So your main mode of getting money in this game is selling shit that you pick up, whether it be unnecessary equipment, which doesn't sell for a lot, or the stuff that you get that falls off monsters, which sells for the majority of the money you'll get. Or you can take on hunts and get 2,000 or whatever. It's the only way of getting gil. And 10,000 gil, especially in the early game, I'm sitting at around 40K gil right now. So it gets a little better later in the game. But especially early game, when most of this times 2 actually matters. Actually, it always matters because it makes it easier to level up high level too. But 10K is a lot. You have to now choose. Do I want to buy weapons, or do I want to level up? Do I want to get some potions and elixirs, or do I want to level up? Like, it shouldn't. I just feel like it shouldn't make you have to choose like this. I'm upset with it. I don't like the multiplication of experience from the ends. I think it would have been much better had they just had no times whatever staying in an inn, and then had the small bonus of being able to cook for being in a camp, because then I'd want to be out exploring the world. As it is right now, I just get into the car, I travel between outpost to outpost, getting missions, then I'll do the missions, and I'll go back to an outpost. Like, I literally, because the way I feel, I know that there will be other people that don't mind this, but when I was doing in Chapter 3, a reason a good portion of my time was spent there was because not only was I doing all these side missions, but I was trying to get the 40K. I set like a goal. I'm going to get 40K, and then I'm going to stay at the 2 times, and I'm going to get a shit ton of experience. It's going to be awesome. But I found that what I would do is I would go, I'd get the missions, I'd be able to go to 3 different outposts to get missions, and then it would become nighttime, like with the time it takes to fast travel and stuff. And then at night, I don't want to rest anywhere because I don't want to waste the experience I've collected. So I just would stand there, and I would look on YouTube or watch or anything like that, and just wait for the game to turn to day, because night is fucking bullshit. The reason why it's bullshit is one reason.
Demons.
Not demons themselves, but the fact that the demons will fucking spawn in the middle of the road. That is dumb. That's stupid. Normally it wouldn't be a problem, except that as soon as an enemy...
When you say it's dumb, you gotta say it the Jeremy Clarkson way. It's stupid!
It's stupid!
Continue.
And the reason why this is a problem is because as soon as a enemy notices you, even if you're in the fucking car, which shouldn't matter, you just instantly bring your car to a screeching halt, turn it sideways, and it forces you out of the car. Why? Let me keep fucking driving. I don't want to fight these dudes. I just want to get where I need to go. I'm trying to get to a town, or I'm just trying to get somewhere. But you're spawning this giant thing in the middle of the road and then forcing me to stop, and then I'm not going to fucking fight it because it's tough. At the time I was doing the side missions, I could kill those level 30 big dudes. It was a little bit of a fight because I was level 24, but it could be done. But it was a hassle. So what would end up doing is I would stupidly decide to drive a bit at night. Eventually it would spawn in the middle of the street. My car would pull over. I'd get out. And then I'd run outside of its fucking little sphere of influence. And I'd just wait there in the middle of the road till day with the fucking demons like circling the car. Like... I wasted so much time standing around waiting for it to become daytime, and all in the effort to not, at least for me, what I felt like, to not waste the fucking experience.
You are so mad.
I know. I mean, it's frustrating. It's frustrating. That and the fucking Imperials show up way too often.
Yeah, I can admit that they did appear like at least 3 times in a span of 10 minutes of me fighting, and it's like, really? Don't you like take a break? Don't you guys have 10-minute breaks? Don't you guys have lunch breaks?
Apparently they shoved a GPS up your ass,
like,
too.
Come on. They put a tracking system in me.
Yeah,
they put a tracking system in every one of us.
They know exactly where you are.
Dude, you guys are like multi-track drifting in the air, and then like, oh, there they are. And then one of your boys is like, hey,
above us.
Here they are. Are you kidding me?
You just said that 4 minutes ago.
I did not see any of you there. Where the fuck did you come from?
They literally pop in. I guarantee you, if you were to be able to look in front and behind at the same time, they would just pop into existence.
Well, I can certainly tell you that they take their sweet ass time getting out.
Yeah,
they are like on a mission to find me, and when they do, they just slow down, they stop, they put their e-brakes up, they make sure that they aren't in gear.
On.
Yeah. And they turn the car off, they open the door, they're telling each and every one of them, all right, guys, this is your big moment. We found him. Now I want you to go out there and try your best. And when I mean trying your best, I want you to kill them. Do you understand? All right. Make Daddy proud. Let's go. Let's go. And then...
By that time, you're already gone.
They're already gone. And then you're just looking at them, and they're already dying. You're like, damn it. And then 4 minutes later, the same cycle happens again.
Well, the thing is, let me tell you my experience with this stuff. So, I've had multiple like shitty experiences with the Imperials that made me believe they spawned too much. I was in the forest, and a pack of those like wolf-like creatures just spawned in. Mm-hmm. And literally, I saw them appear. They appeared around me. I was like, okay, I can fight these guys. It's just a little bit of experience. It's easy. So I'm fighting these dudes, but there's a lot of them. And then also a cactuar had shown up too. I'm like, oh, well, now I got to kill the cactuar, but it's really fucking fast and all over the place, and it's hard to hit. So while I'm fighting these wolf dudes and the cactuar's running around shooting its needles at us, the Imperials decide to show up.
You know what they said? Hey, they're fucking them up. Let's join the fight. Let's fuck them up.
So yeah, well, no. What happens was I fucked them up.
Get them.
But the problem is I killed the last wolf as the just as the Imperials started shooting at me, and so I went to go kill the Imperials, and while I was killing the Imperials, another group of wolves spawned. So I kill the Imperials, and I start killing the wolves again, and as I'm finishing up the wolves, another group of Imperials spawns. And then I finished killing the Imperials. The wolves don't spawn again. I'm like, okay, good. I need to finish this quick. And I kill the cactuar, and I get a shit ton of experience because the cactuar gives a boatload of experience because they're rare. And I just fucking book it. I'm like, this is a dangerous area. There's too many spawns.
We're on the wrong side of the neighborhood, dog. We need out. We got to get out of here.
But that's a mild annoyance compared to all that jazz. But
And then you go to the hotel, and then a bunch of Imperials show up that they need to go to the bathroom. It's a bathroom break.
Yeah, they need to use the bathroom really bad.
And then you go get some lunch, and then the more Imperials show up to go have something to eat because they're hungry too.
Just can't get enough of that.
They love eating motor oil. They love drinking motor oil.
Well, yeah, a majority of them are robots.
They love drinking motor oil.
I want to get my hands on that canned coffee that Noctis and his group drink. That's what they talk about it a couple times. It's called like, fuck, I completely forgot what it's called. It's in a black can, and you'll see while you're driving, you'll see fucking Gladiolus give a can to Ignis while he's driving for him to drink. It's just a can. They just drink canned coffee. That's all they drink.
Yeah, that's what we did.
Yeah, it is what we did. We just bought some canned coffee and drank it.
An hour ago. Canned coffee. Good stuff.
I mean, I guess that's my gripe so far. Is the experience system I feel doesn't promote exploration. It promotes me hating the night and not wanting to do any other thing than resting at the times 2, which costs money, which is hard to come by.
I got 5 mouths to feed.
Who's the 5th?
I don't know. I got shit to do. I got 5 mouths to feed at home. I got a wife and kids. Exactly. I got 5 mouths to feed.
I got 5 baby mamas and 18 chillins.
Catch me on Maury.
Yeah.
Catch me on Maury Povis.
I don't even have to go to Maury anymore. They just send me a letter that says you are the father. And like
5
fuck.
times. You're like, damn.
Damn it,
again.
Maury! I didn't even ask this time. I knew this one was mine.
You could at least let me finish my can of Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew. What? Okay.
Mountain Dew.
That's all. I mean,
that's all you had.
Is there anything else about Final Fantasy that you want to talk about? Because I mean, I got my little rant out of the way. Okay. I could, if you want me to rant again, I could start.
Oh no, that's fine. That's fine. You went on for like a good 15 minutes.
I mean, I could go on for another 15 minutes and rant about the difference between Oblivion and Skyrim's guilds.
Oh my god, make your own channel and start talking about that.
I actually legitimately thought about it. Like every time that I feel strongly about an issue,
do it
and have a rant video.
Go for it.
But I feel like it would just be me saying like the same thing 30 times over.
I mean, other people do it. They do the same thing. They talk about the same thing over and over again. Like, how about that Sleeping Dogs? Really good. Next video. I might have talked about how great Sleeping Dogs is, but how about them Sleeping Dogs? Real good.
Real good. Okay, so let's take a step away from Final Fat Nasty 15. I'm going to go back. I'm going to play more of it. It's a given. I am enjoying it a lot, despite what you may think from my little rant there. I'm enjoying it a lot, and I will continue to play it. The characters feel more real and more grounded than
they're nothing but a bunch of boy bands. They're
a
boy band.
Prompto is
is a camera fuckboy.
Yeah.
He's like the kind of cameraman that like always mingles with the girls, but then ends up getting restraining orders because he gets a little too touchy with them. I mean, I go to car shows.
He's a good guy because there's a scene, like we were talking about it earlier. The scene on top of the motel,
and he talks about, I'm such a loner, I don't make any friends, and then in the English version,
that's not how he says it.
No, I'm just like, I'm summarizing it. I'm not gonna say from word to word. I'm not gonna have emotion with it.
I thought it was well done and well written, and it told a story that I personally identified with. Mm-hmm. So like that scene brought a tear to my eye because the thing is, I'm listening. I have it with Japanese audio. Mm-hmm. With English subtitles. Fuck you if you... I mean, I'm not a weeaboo. Fuck off. I heard...
Oh my god, you're the reason why Persona 5 got delayed. Fucking weeb. Fucking weeb. Fucking weeb. I hate you.
But yeah, no, I'm listening to... what the fuck did I just say? I'm listening to it with Japanese audio with English subtitles. And that scene was very well written from what I could read. And from
what I could read,
and
he put some emotion from what I could read.
And no, there was emotion, and it felt. I mean, I don't watch a lot of anime, but I've seen enough to know good fucking voice acting, at least in my opinion, and this one's got it when it comes to the Japanese actors. Apparently 2 of the actors are from One Punch Man. Never watched it. I've never watched One Punch Man, but 2 of the actors are voices from that anime. So, but that scene was almost beautiful. Brought a tear to my eye. I related to it. It made me like Prompto. At first I was like, he's just the goofball, and then he got really deep for a second. I was like, I may just like you now.
From what I can read.
But apparently you had a different impression because you're listening to it on English.
I started the game with English dub because I'm not a weeb.
Fuck you. I ain't no fucking weeb. I hate weeaboos. But the thing is,
I love it from what I can read.
It's
very good. The voice acting's good from what I can read.
I appreciate
their effort from what I can read.
I'm realizing nothing I can say right now is gonna make people think that I'm like, oh, he's that guy who plays it in Japanese. Fuck off.
He's that
fuck
guy.
You. Fuck you guys. Fuck all you. Y'all can.
We're supposed
Stick
to be
something
nice
up your
to them.
ass.
We're supposed to be nice to people.
Well,
that's right. You're the guy who's like a dick, but I'm the guy's like, no, it's okay. Calm down.
Yeah, exactly. So here's me being a dick. Fuck you guys for thinking I'm a weeb. You can go suck a horse cock.
Jeez. Think of the children. Watch your profanity.
Watch your profanity.
Anyways, like I was saying, I'm playing it with that's voiced in English and subbed in English. No, it's Korean. It's Korean subbed. I subbed it in Korean. No, but
because you don't actually speak English.
Exactly.
You speak Korean.
From what I can read.
From what you can read.
Yeah. But I did experience that one scene, and let me tell you, this happened at like probably around 10:30, around the time when I'm like falling asleep.
Yeah.
And during that whole scene, when you said, "Oh, it brought a tear to my eye," this was me the whole time. I was completely straight faced, and I'm like, "All right."
No emotion.
No emotion.
This dude's
whatsoever.
a robot. This dude doesn't have a heart.
But he was putting some emotion to it, but then
the emotion he was putting into it wasn't the emotion that you would have thought.
I wouldn't have thought of it, but then the way the main character responded was such a... He said it was such
a bit of a douche.
He was a fucking douche. So it's like, he was teasing him. He was making fun of him. He's like, well... Don't think of like that anymore, because if you weren't hanging around with me, you're a loser. Like, whoa.
You fucking prick.
Yeah, I'm like, whoa, calm down. He's like, well, thanks, I finally got it out of my chest. You're like, anytime. What? That's all you can say?
I did you a favor. You poured your heart out to me, and
You came up to me, sat your ass down, and started seeping into my fucking ears about I'm a loner. I didn't make any friends.
He used to be a loner.
Yeah, like back in the day I'm a loner. Now it's like, I did not ask you. Did I ask you to sit down? Did I ask you to tell me this?
Now, see, that's you acting assholey right there.
No, I'm just mimicking what he would think.
Yeah.
I mean, if someone did it to me, I'd be like, I would obviously listen. But with the way that guy said it, it's like, why are you here? Why are you wasting my time? Can't you see I'm like gazing upon the stars right now?
He is a prince.
Oh yeah, he has a bit of a...
Princes are stereotypical assholes.
They have a little bit of a tood.
Yeah. But no, I want to say in the Japanese dub, it's done with a little bit more tact.
They pour their heart out.
Yeah.
From what I can read.
Like I said, again, and also, I don't know, like I said, it's a story that I personally identified with. So it may have hit me a little harder than you, but yeah, I also had the benefit of them not being dicks to each other.
Yeah, they were pretty much dicks, and I found that funny. Because it's like, man,
that was why I was.
These guys suck.
That's the reason why I chose Japanese dub.
No, but I like the English dub because. What was the guy? Ignis?
Ignis, yeah.
Ignis's voice acting is so good.
See, but that's one dude when all of the Japanese ones are good.
It's okay.
It's
okay.
The whole reason I chose the Japanese dub is because Asian games notoriously don't have great English actors.
But it's
for the voicing.
I like it.
Yeah,
it's
like
not bad.
Ignis covers everything.
Ignis is probably my only favorite character in the game right now.
Like,
he's such an awesome butler. He can cook.
His voice just rubs up against
you like butter. His voice is
just
like, it's awesome. It's like, shall we go? Shall we go now? It's like, yes. Take me wherever you need to go. I'm not driving. You're driving. I want to look around.
Who the fuck drives manual? There's no reason to drive manually.
Hey, you guys want to take a picture near the meteor?
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
Gets experience.
That's what the English I was like, sure, why not? Like, God, man, you don't need to have such an attitude. He is
kind of a dick because there's times where Prompto will turn around and ask you if there's anything you'd like to see in the photos. And this is the game's way of tailoring his photos at the end of when you sleep more towards your liking. And I don't like it's just basically you choose whether you want to see more of yourself, more of Prompto, more of Ignis, or more of like Gladiolus.
I made him pick more of Ignis.
Oh, I just said I don't. I said I don't care, and he says like, why should I care? It's not my camera. I'm like, whoa, yeah, he is a little bit of a dick there, but the thing is, Prompto's just like, hey, you're right. Basically, like, fuck you, it is my camera. I'm gonna take whatever I want. You royal prick. I still remember that motel. You were a douchebag. I don't know why I hang out with you. I don't know why I seek your approval.
Now he acts like a freaking New Yorker.
Yeah, you prick.
You fucking asshole.
Fucking asshole.
The boys are back in town. That's their theme song. The boys are back in town.
Every time you drive into an outpost,
the boys are back in town. It's the boys. They're back again in town.
Oh no, not the boys!
Oh shit, the boys are back in town.
Oh crap, hide the women's.
It's
the boys.
Oh shit, they're gonna take a picture of me.
Oh god, I'm not very photogenic.
Oh my god, I'm Ryan.
Oh, my psoriasis is acting up. Why did they become Jewish?
So
I'm hurting.
Okay. We're going to take a step back from video games.
Oh, yeah. Well, not really. We're just going to shift focus.
I'm going to shift focus onto something different. So let's talk about... Let's get real for a second. Trevor.
Yes.
Have you ever dealt with the police before?
Yes.
Have you gotten put into a police car before?
No, but I got close to.
Boy, I got a story for you.
Okay,
so... This happened back in...
I'm white. Come on. Do you think I've ever been in the back of a police car?
Not right now. So, this was back in, I think senior year of high school. Mm-hmm. I was hanging out with Ken.
Yep.
He owned it was a decent Honda Accord. It was
pretty decent.
Yeah, his license plate said NFL, so I nicknamed it Football. So he started laughing, and we all called it Football. That was the nickname of the car just because the letters on his license plate said NFL.
Okay.
But that's not the point. So
it's just a little flavor text.
Yeah, just a little backstory on old football, on why I call it that. Anyways, I was hanging out with this girl that he liked a lot back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And her and I decided to go get a bite to eat. It was me, her, and then her sister. And Ken caught wind of it, and I asked him, hey, do you want to hang out? He's like, yeah, sure. I'm always down to hang out. I'm down to hang out with her.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm right here, but okay. No, I'm kidding. That's not what he actually did.
I don't care about you, you fuck. I just want to be with this girl.
I want to be with her. But anyways.
Yeah.
We were all eating at the Carl's Jr.
Spare no expense.
Yeah. We went all out. We went buck wild. I've ordered a Famous Star. Whoa. I'm kidding. I don't know. I don't know what I ate. I just remembered we went to Carl's Jr.
The highest of bouge is the double bacon Western.
Opinion. Asterisk. Don't forget the asterisk.
Yeah, asterisk. Personal opinion. Experiences may vary.
Mm-hmm. So we went. We headed out, and it was 9:30. Mm-hmm. Around high school time. That means I'm tired. I want to go home. Mm-hmm. I want to go to sleep. So I got in the car with him, and the girls took off. And then for some reason, he's like, I'm going to follow her.
Whoa.
And now you think, okay, this is pretty fucking weird.
Yeah.
But they had this thing where they did this a lot. So in my point of view, is like,
wait,
I'm like, I don't.
That doesn't make it any better.
It like just shut up. Let me finish the story. Don't get sidetracked. Like I didn't care at the time. I was like, oh my god, I just want to go home.
Yeah,
I want to go home. I don't want to. Like, why are you following her? Stop. Don't be a weirdo. I want to go home. So he did. So we started following her for whatever fucking reason, and she's caught wind of it. So they were playing like a little game where like they were just like speeding, and they like took a really sharp turn. I'm like, oh my god! And so what he did was that he pulled the handbrake and then
he fucking
like he's power slided to like a residential street. I'm like, oh god! And I was a high school kid, so I thought, oh, this is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like drifting. But it's not really drifting, it's just power sliding.
Yeah.
But we all decided to stop, and we like went up to him, we're like, oh, are you guys okay? And she's like, yeah. Are you guys okay? We're like, yeah, we're fine.
Oh, did you lose? You lost a little bit of control?
No. Like, what happened was the girls were in front of us, and they caught a little bit of air. When there's like a giant dip, we saw like sparks flying on the bottom of the car. We're
in residential streets?
Yeah.
Fucks. You guys are irresponsible douchebags.
I was the passenger. I had nothing to do with it. I just wanted to go home.
I swear, officer.
But like we saw sparks fly, and we're like, whoa, that's so cool. So we all pulled over. We asked each other if we were okay. So we're like, okay, we're on good terms now. Let's go home now. And then right when I got in the car, I noticed like a suspicious looking vehicle that was slowly moving forward that had no lights on. And I'm like, fuck, I think it's the cops. And I'm like, are we gonna get arrested? And then we got in the car. I just looked at the rearview mirror, and then I saw the lights go up, and I'm like, yeah, of course. Well, of course that was going to happen. So what happened next was probably the most terrifying moment I have ever experienced so far. Yeah. I have not told my parents this. Mind you, they're probably not going to listen to this. If you are listening to this right now, Mom and Dad,
it's all lies. I'm making this up.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I didn't tell you this. I was deathly afraid of what would happen.
Yeah.
What happened next was that a cop went on the passenger side and he aimed a gun at me. And I looked, I was like, holy shit! I literally had my hands, I'm like, oh my god! This cannot be happening right now. He's like, get out of the vehicle. And I'm like, okay.
Whatever you say.
Whatever you say. You have a gun pointed at me. I do not want to get shot. So he checked to see if I had any weapons on me, and that's when he put handcuffs on me. And at that moment, my entire body felt numb. And I'm like, holy shit, this is actually fucking happening. I am actually getting arrested right now. He put me in the back of a squad car. Ken also got in the back of the squad car. He then told me like a few years later that he did not have any handcuffs on, so it was just me, and I'm like, yeah, of course it was.
Yeah, it's in the area we live in. The cops here are racist, bored fucks.
I was so afraid. We were both in the squad car. The girls were outside of the car. They were just sitting down perfectly fine. They were just asking questions. I'm like, what the fuck? I have handcuffs on.
I'm the passenger in all of this.
I had nothing to do with this, and I had handcuffs on. This is bullshit.
Sorry to say, but you had a gun and handcuffs, a gun pointed in your face and handcuffs put on all because of your skin tone.
Probably. But to be fair, Ken and I have the same skin tone.
But
it doesn't
Ken
matter.
Just looks like a tanned white dude.
Yeah, I guess. Fuck, man. Anyways, and this was around the time, like, do you remember that scene in Cops where, like, that midget from, like, Vegas had his handcuffs on? So he's like, I can break these cuffs. And the cop's like, you can't break those cuffs. So he started, like, groaning really. It's like, ah! Sounded like he had a hernia.
I have not seen that.
You have not dude. That was like, I watched that. It was so funny.
I saw a crazy-ass one also in Vegas where they pulled over this redneck woman who jumped out of the car and unsheathed the knife about that long, like just about sword status, and came running at the cops, who tasered her, and she fell on it.
Oh my god! Whoa!
Yeah, I was like, did I just fucking see that? Woo!
Oh man! But while we were in the back of the squad car, I tried to add some light into this dark subject. So I looked at him like, "Hey Ken, I know this is probably a bad time, but I can break these cuffs." He looked at me, he started dying. So I'm like, "Ugh!" It just made the situation much more better. So what happened was the cops took us out of the squad car. He's like, so I had a talk with the guy. I had a talk with my partner here. And he said, we're just going to let you go. So just try not to do anything stupid, okay? And I'm like, since you guys are underage, you should not be out this late. You should be home. And I'm like, yeah, okay. Okay.
What did you say?
Like, yes, officer, I see, I know. I just wanted to go home because that was the first thing I wanted to do was go home.
I got caught trespassing with a luchador mask and a pipe in my pocket, like lead pipe in my pocket, and I didn't get put in a fucking car. I got sat down against fucking the a fence while like they took my information, made sure I didn't have any shit on me. And
what's your first name?
No, I was fine.
Trevor.
I'm not a pussy. What do you think I am? Don't tell my mom.
You're not gonna tell her, are you?
I'm gonna get grounded.
I'm not gonna go on vacation to Cabo.
I've never been to Cabo.
No, I'm just using it as an example.
I've never even wanted to go to Cabo.
I didn't know. I'm just using it as an example.
I know.
Anyways, on the drive back, we noticed there are a lot more cars in the area. Like, there are more cop cars, like, pulling people over because of, like...
They've got nothing better to do around
like,
here.
Like, probably they didn't fill up their quota, so they're like, now's the time to do it. But at the same time, I looked at Ken and I'm like, when I say take me home, just take me home. So we laughed, and then we promised each other, like, we will never tell this to anyone again.
You just broke that promise.
Yeah, like, later on, we told our friends. They started laughing at that moment, like, oh, yeah, Bruce had a gun pointed to him, and he's like, holy shit, were you afraid? And I'm like, no shit, I was afraid. There's a
deadly weapon pointed at me.
There was a gun pointed at me. Of course I was afraid. The fuck?
If that cop had an itch, I'd be dead right now.
Like, I wouldn't be telling you this story. Oh my god, that was my experience with getting pulled over by the police. Let us know your experience when you got pulled over by the police.
It was not much of an experience. I was with Zach and Josh, and this was years back. Josh was still a youngin', and I was shirtless. We were at a school, a closed school. I was shirtless. Don't look at me like that. I was shirtless. I had a luchador mask in my back left pocket and a lead pipe I had found on the back right. When, being a school, of course, some parents noticed us there, like some people living across the street, and called the cops on us. And my experience oh, what the fuck was that?
I don't know. Continue.
My experience was straight up just they searched me, put me up, sat me against a fence, sat Zach and Josh against the fence, and there was like literally like 5 fucking like cops, like all just for the couple of us. But the thing is, it was a bunch of young cops. Well, one were all white. All the cops were white. It was like 4 young cops and one really obese older one. And
I bet that was the one that actually gave you a hard time.
Yes, the obese older one was trying to put the fear of God into Josh, and it was working. Josh was, crying and stuff like that. And
so my example
sorry,
was like,
sorry, Josh.
so I'm not gonna make it.
We were like, calm down, it's gonna be all right. Because the younger cops were like joking around and was like, hey, put on the mask, telling us to put on the luchador masks and stuff. And the old one's like, I'm gonna notify your parents. I want your information so I can keep an eye on you. And I'm like, fuck you, you fat fuck. Like, I knew nothing was gonna happen because the other cops were all being friendly and shit.
They're joking around.
And this dude was obviously like, no one liked this fuck. Like, he stole all the bananas, what the fuck, donuts by the water cooler. He wouldn't touch a banana.
He's not a health nut. He's the type of person that would steal all your avocados from your avocado tree. Why? Guacamole.
Yeah, the thing is, I was a lot more sketch than your story, and that's all that happened to me. I didn't have guns pointed at me. I wasn't put into the back of the car.
Like, which town were you at when this happened?
It was here.
In Redondo or Gardena?
Yeah, Redondo.
Oh, no, mine was in Gardena.
Oh, okay, that might.
Yeah, that's probably why. Into it. Yeah, exactly. Cops vary.
They do. Well, all the cops in this area are bored out of their mind. I mean, Gardena probably less so, but yeah, that was the extent of mine. And then there was another time where I was also in another school trespassing. I had hopped over I had gone up some stairs and hopped over like a utility gate with Josh. So we were on the roof of the school.
Man, you and Josh are like troublemakers.
Yeah, on the roof of the school, and someone like called the cops because the cop was driving their car through the school, like through like the halls and stuff, while we were literally following the car on because the hallways had a roof that was held up. It wasn't like a legit building; it was like just like shade. And so we were walking along the roof above the cop car as it's fucking looking for us. And they were domed down, so if it ever went to a place where we thought it could see us, we just like sat down in like the roof bit and we were invisible from below.
Oh my god.
So we spent some time following the cop car around, and then while it was looking for us, and then it was like, oh, this is getting boring, and we fucked off. It never found us. Yeah, but like I also got stopped by Kmart security, like plainclothes security for shoplifting.
Oh no!
Yeah,
shoplifting.
Yeah, that's a story my mom doesn't know. It's because it happened when I was with my dad. So yeah, I never told you this. Sorry. But when I was younger, I got caught shoplifting at a Kmart. They waited till we left the store and then stopped us outside.
What a badass!
Yeah,
I got caught shoplifting. So at a Kmart. Whoa! Holy shit!
They tried to extort us. They didn't involve the police. They sent a letter to my dad's house like a week later saying, "You pay us $300." And we won't get the fucking police involved. And that, looking back on it, that's shady as fuck.
That is real shady. You
but
don't do that.
They literally sent a letter like extorting, like, you owe us $300, or else we're gonna call the cops. And my dad had me sit back in the room and write an apology letter to send back. But that Kmart closed the week later. So I didn't have to pay jack shit. Fuck you, Kmart Nazi fucks. You can suck my fucking cack.
I guess that's the reason why Kmart's slowly dying, because of you saying like, I don't know, they're like, oh shit, we're closing down because we sent a letter to someone. Mm-hmm. We owe them. They give us. No, I mean,
if they were struggling so much that they felt the need to try to fucking extort someone who shoplifted from them, instead of involving the police like they should have,
they sent a letter saying
we owed them $300. Oh, and I remember when I got stopped, and then I got brought into the security room and having them call my dad, and I was with a friend at the time because my dad used to work with this kid's dad, and so it was the two of us, and we had both stolen. and getting sat down in the security room, and literally they had a wall of monitors, and sitting there blubbering our eyes out because we were, this is the first time we had been ever in what we thought was real trouble, and watching our parents walk in through the door on the security feed and be like, there they are, man, there they are, and watching them go to the information and asking where the fucking office was and shit. Oh, they were mad with us.
I bet they were very, as the British say, they were very cross with you.
Very cross. But yeah, I mean that ended my that took the taste of shoplifting out of my mouth, because I'm not that wasn't my first rodeo when it came to stealing as a kid, but most of my stealing had been confined to convenience stores. Like, the convenience stores used to sell like Pokemon cards and shit, and so what I would do is I'd be there with some friends or something, and I would grab 2 packs because they were always sitting on the front counter. I'd grab 2 packs, and then go into the aisle and act like I was like showing, oh, look what the guy, and I would pocket one of the packs and go back and put one back, so it looked like I was putting the product back, and then I would walk out the store with the.
Oh my god.
Hey, I was a shitty kid. I mean, that liked to steal Pokemon cards. I'm not proud of it, but it happened.
Yeah, it's just experience we just look back into and we start laughing.
Do you want to know? This is the embarrassing part. I don't know. I was debating whether or not to say this. So I'm really sorry, anyone who knows me who hears this. But do you want to know what we had got caught shoplifting from Kmart and them seeking $300?
Okay, yeah, I'm curious. What did you shoplift, or at least attempt to?
Condoms.
Oh. Oh my god.
And not even a full box. Because we had gotten paranoid, so we had opened it and taken like 1 or 2 each.
What the fuck were you gonna do with condoms?
No fucking clue. I don't even know why we grabbed it in the first time. I still maintain to this day it was his fucking idea. The person I was with.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
That's what we had got caught with, and that's what they were trying to extort $300 from us.
You literally think like, I don't think condoms are worth $300. If they were worth $300, there'd have to be like, oh,
wasn't even a full box. It was just 2.
What the fuck? You say just pay for the amount that you tried to take. That's what I think.
Which would have been like 50 cents.
Yeah, like just come to the store and give us 50 cents for fine. No, we're gonna charge you interest, thousands upon thousands of percent in interest. $300. I will call the cops. That's where you fucked up, Kmart. Now look what happened to you. You're slowly dying.
Yeah, I didn't really even ever think about it to this extent before, but yeah, they really tried. The Kmart was breaking more laws than I did with that fucking letter. I'm pretty sure they're not allowed to at a later date basically just let us go, and then at a later date just arbitrarily decide that you owe us money.
Yeah, no, that's pretty sketchy. Well, I think we've had we filled in our time with stories for the day, for the week, for that matter.
On a small side note, PlayStation experiences this weekend on Saturday. So there's rumors that Naughty Dog's going to announce The Last of Us 2.
Oh, that's nice.
But that's just a side note compared to shoplifting condoms and being extorted by Kmart.
Yeah, like that.
Having a gun pointed in your face because of your skin color.
Yeah, because you're the passenger and you're obviously the mastermind behind everything.
Yep.
Because I told Ken specifically,
do it.
Should I power slide?
Do it. Go on.
Should I go faster? Do it.
Do it.
All right, that's enough for the week.
Well,
thanks for tuning in.
Yep. Really appreciate the listen.
And we will see you guys. Well, we can't see you because we're talking to a mic.
Yeah.
But we'll be back next week. Who knows what we'll talk about?
More stupid stories of being idiotic children.
Maybe.
I don't know if I have too many more stories.
Well, on that note, thanks for listening.
Bye.
Bye. yeah.